to KueenCece's channel. It has been forever. It's been such a long time. I know some of you, maybe not, I don't know, may have been wondering where I've been and what I've been up to, and where are the videos. So there's a lot to explain, but I don't want to get into like every single thing, but just kind of like, you know, give you guys some insights about what's been going on. So some of you that have looked at my last video, it was a very detrimental time for me, and it took a while just to kind of like get back to kind of like a normal pace, especially when you lost somebody very close to you. For some that may have not watched my video last time, I lost my father back in August of last year, and it was a really sad time for a lot of us and the family. Of course, it's still fresh. Of course, there's times that I'm still grieving. Grieving seems like it's one of those things that you're just gonna always do, you know, for the rest of your life until you can kind of find a positive out of it. I try to look at it as, when my dad was here, he always believed in my dreams. He always believed in, you know, how my mind works and the things that I come up with and ideas. You know, he admired it so much, and I think he was just really proud at the fact that I kind of took on a lot of his traits as well. And I feel like the best way I can show pieces of him in me is by creating and continuing to create. I took a halt on that for a minute because I felt lost. To be honest, I felt very lost, and, you know, losing, I would say, was my best friend, you know. And now I know that he's closer to me than he ever can now. He's with me in spirit, and I know that whatever I put my mind to, he will be supportive and do what he can to help, now that he has other parts of the universe, you know, part of him, since he's with them. And I don't know, I'm just kind of excited now, like, for what the future has to hold, honestly. But yeah, with that, yeah, I've been like trying to get over the whole, you know, grieving process and everything like that. Trying to get back on my feet with, you know, a lot of things. I've noticed that, you know, coming back into society from COVID and all that, I know for all of us, it just seems like from where we were, it's just kind of gotten worse now. It's one of those things where it's like we were so behind because the world just stopped, till now we feel like we're even more behind because the cost of everything has gone up like tremendously, and it's been crazy. But I'm here to say to people that, you know, we're all out here struggling. We're all out here trying to make it, or we're all trying to be in a better position than we were, you know, yesterday and the day before that. And even people that are wealthy or whatever, that might have their own battles that they're going through. Like, we're all going through something, and I just want to show compassion to everyone as well as myself and give myself grace, and I hope you guys are giving yourself grace. It's okay. You're not alone at all. You know, It might seem like a lot of people got their shit together, but they don't. They just know how to act like they got their shit together. But we're all in the same boat. You know, there might be some that are doing better than others, but, you know, like I said, everybody's going through their own battles. It could be anything. It doesn't have to always be a financial situation. It could be emotional, mental, psychological, you know, anything, or spiritual, you know. So I just want to give grace to you guys, and let you know that you're not alone. But we're gonna get there. I just hope that America doesn't continue being a shit show, because it's to the point where I'm like, kind of want to leave the country and see what else is out there, you know. But at the same time, I rather educate myself before making that leap. I know I'm all about, you know, taking risks, because without risk you wouldn't get to the next level of your life, or where you actually want to go, or like pursuing your dreams and stuff like that. So, but you know, I'm a planner, so it kind of contradicts with what I'm saying sometimes. Like, yeah, I take the risk, but sometimes in the back of my mind I'm like, okay, I gotta strategically plan a little bit. And then sometimes I am just spontaneous and I just, you know, do it or whatever, but it's usually with fun things. Something as big as that, where my life is kind of like, you know, about to drastically change, I'm definitely going to do research on it. But not to get off on a tangent. Like I said, just trying to show grace to everybody that, you know, we're all going through it in some way or another. We all should just, you know, work together. I know a lot of people coming back into society. A lot of people are more irritated than before and impatient, because things have just, I don't know, just kind of got out of balance. So it's almost like we don't know how to act or know how to treat people anymore, because we've been away from civilization, it seems like, for a while, being in quarantine, you know. So yeah, just sending my love and positivity out to you guys. I also, during that time, you know, had started a business with 2 other friends of mine, and, you know, we kind of didn't think our things all the way through, but, you know, we had our little mistakes here and there, and now we're getting back now that we have more education behind a lot of stuff. But, you know, I guess it's not just a regular like product, where, not saying anybody else's product is regular or anything like that, but it's not just something that you can just instantly get together to, you know, sell just to make capital. Like, I feel our product is really, I don't know, it's bigger than what we thought it would be. We kept coming up with so many ideas of our products and our business, and it was just like, if we are going to go in on this and it's going to be like a well-known product, we got to go in, we got to do it right. So yes, Crystallized Light is kind of taking a pause on that right now. We're just doing some local orders at the moment, doing things that are more customized, that fits your personality, or something that you're interested in, or you think it looks appealing. So yeah, we kind of just are doing just local things, but eventually it's going to grow into something so much bigger than, I'm excited, but it is overwhelming at the same time. But yeah, I'm excited about it. I've also started working a new job, and I am loving it. It is an amazing job to have at this moment, after so much stuff that I've went through. And I don't just mean from my past job, but things that I was going through during the quarantine. Like, you know, I can't sit here and explain that in detail, but just know your girl was going through it. It was pretty hard, traumatizing situations that, you know, I'm still going to, you know, therapy for, or, you know, or doing exercises to, you know, spiritually cleanse myself and mentally getting my head back together and all that. So yeah, I'm working on that on the side and everything like that. But yeah, I just feel like this job has been a blessing, and it's opening up the door for me to still not forget that even though it's a great job, I don't want it to have me forget what my dreams are, what my goals are, and where I want to go in my life. I have too much of a creative mind. I have too much of like big dreams and ambitions that I can't have it just sit there, you know, and being stagnant at a 9-to-5 job. You know, I'm gonna be there for a while because I got some ideas that incorporate with that and everything. So definitely want to introduce that to you guys and when I get that started. But yeah, I mean, I am face to face with people, and I pretty much deal with people all over the world, and somewhat kind of helping them put a smile on their face, because, you know, we're giving them ideas on how to have a great time while you're here, you know, in Vegas, and, you know, what you can do, and what things that you've never seen before that you get to experience with your loved ones or your best friends, or, you know, for bachelor, bachelorette, like, you know, and you know what makes it even more worthwhile working there, I'm gonna be so real, is my coworker. It's like, I'm telling you, this is so crazy. Okay, I'm just gonna say like a little short story. Okay, so I'm a pretty open, friendly type of person, and my last job, you know, I wasn't happy there at all. Like, it was just bad, mentally, physically, everything. It was just bad. But I try to be positive, make the most of it. Understood that I'm not the only one that has emotions there, that feels certain things. I always took my coworkers into consideration, and, you know, thought I can help in some way to make it better within that moment. Always putting my foot forward and helping and taking initiative and stuff. But it's like funny, because even though I might have had intention behind being considerate and being thoughtful and selfless to the people around me, not always or at all you're gonna get somebody that understands that and would want to like reciprocate that. Sometimes people are just in it for themselves, and they have an entitlement feeling like, oh, this is what I'm supposed to get because this is what I deserve. But it's like, it's okay to have a mindset like, when good things happen to you, or when people do things for you out the kindness of their heart, to say like you don't deserve it. Like, don't say that. Like, yeah, of course, say that you deserve it. Like, oh my God, like, after all the stuff I've been through and everything like that, and I'm always giving and stuff like that, like, I deserve too. I deserve this. Like, yes, be in the moment, take it in, but don't be selfish. Don't be like, yeah, I deserve it, and you not getting nothing from me. Like, I understand, like, people, you know, you don't owe people nothing when, you know, people are doing stuff in the kindness of their heart, but there's a difference between having still good intentions towards somebody and having malicious intent. Because sometimes people are just so selfish that they're taking it all in for themselves, and they won't even show you any kind of respect. And it's just like, wait, hold up. Like, you know, I'm not asking you for nothing, but the last thing you could do is actually treat me like shit. Treat me like I'm nobody, or treat me like I'm your servant or slave and I'm supposed to do this for you. Like, I was put on this earth to do this for you specifically, and that it's expected all the time. sorry, but I get it from certain family members too, and you know, it's not just coworkers. But anyways, we're not gonna get into that. But as far as the people that I was working with, I felt like that's what I was getting. And when I started pushing back and was like, you know, I'm gonna make sure that my mindset is okay, my emotions are okay, not always going above and beyond as much as I did with my work, because some of the positions weren't in my position, that I needed to hold the people who are in those positions accountable for their job. That's when it was a problem, and the people started treating me horribly. And especially when I was trying to take care of my family during the time of COVID, things are very, very different, and the way they wanted things to be, they wanted to be even extraordinary than how we originally worked, from working from home. And I'm like, seriously, this is not the time. We are all in bad times right now, and this is not the time. And just because of that, some of the people that I thought I had made a great friendship with, or, you know, made some kind of connection with, went left and threw me under the bus, got me into a bad situation, and I just couldn't trust anybody after that. I was like, next job that I get, I'll be cordial, talk here and there, but I'm not gonna let anybody know who I am. I'm not gonna let anybody into my life like that. They see me at work, that's work, and that's it. They're not getting nothing extra from me. Well, God has come down and shown me a totally different view on what I felt. This new job has opened a door of people who are incredible and have good intentions just as much as I do. And with that, it's hard not to want to open up, because they're opening up and they're being vulnerable, and we are really working as a team, and it feels like a close-knit family. And I haven't even known all these people for that long, but for the amount of time that I've been there to the amount of time that I was at my old job, it is literally night and day. I was in the darkness, and a little bit of light that shined on me, literally, I'm in heaven. I know you're like, what kind of job she got? Because I'm trying to get this job, blah, 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 blah. Like, I'm just lucky for the team that I work for. I really am. And I'm just putting my gratitude out there to the universe, to my ancestors, to the creator, creatress. I'm just so grateful. That's all I gotta say. But getting to what I really want to say is that with this job opened up a new idea for me, and I want to continue making videos on this channel specifically. Still kind of debating if I want to put it on this channel, put on a new channel. I might put on a new channel. I think it would be best if I do that. But for this channel, I'm going to continue doing like life updates, still do like my hiking videos, or you know, any outdoor recreational stuff and everything. I am still gonna try to get back into the video game opinions and rants and all that other stuff. I know you guys see me with The Sims, but yo girl is over it. That's all I gotta say. I'm over it. Like, I can keep on going. Like, honestly, I probably will, but you know, they really got to get on my nerves if I'm gonna sit here and come out and just be like, all right, y'all, we need to sit down because they out of pocket. But yeah, I'm over it. It's just, I'm just gonna have to do some let's plays, because that's the only gaming y'all gonna get when it comes to Sims 4. Now for other games, we'll start talking about other things too and that, but yeah, still kind of getting into that. My other biggest thing is modeling. I'm definitely gonna stick with, you know, you guys seeing my journey through that. And I have so much stuff that's been recorded. I just haven't put my videos together, and I haven't even like uploaded it or anything like that. So yeah, my fault, y'all. That is my fault. I'm trying to hold myself accountable, being more consistent, letting my mind flow, let it be free, let it create, let it just, you know, because it's mine. It's I got a big head. People say I got a small head. I don't know what they see, but I got a big head, and I feel like it got a whole bunch of crazy stuff as far as like creative ideas that I want to implement and put out there and like show you guys. I also got to get in the mindset of like I'm all about energy. I don't know if you guys know, but I'm all about energy. But also for you guys, if you have an idea that you want to put out or anything like that, put it out. That's all I gotta say. Just do it whatever way you can, put it out. Because energy flows. Let me repeat that. Energy flows. Your thoughts is energy. That's how you get the whole process of manifestation. Your thoughts, the stuff you say, is energy. There is intent behind every single thing you think and say. So if you're thinking of an idea that say that nobody's thought about, you looked high and low and ain't nobody's thought about it, and you're just excited, you're just like, oh, this is so cool, and then you kind of put it on the back burner, like, you know what, I'll get to it later. Then I don't know, scrolling on social media, watching TV, watching the news, going through a store or going through a casino, going outside, all of a sudden you see your idea come to life and was created by someone else. And you're like, what the fuck just happened? I thought of that. That was my idea. This is crazy. And you're discouraged because you're just like, you put either a lot of work into it and then was like whatever later, or you just put one thought and all of the mechanics, all of like everything came into like one thought, and you're just like, okay, I need to write it down or something. You wrote it down and you just never came back to it. Because if you don't act on that thought, or you don't act on what you say, that energy is going to flow. Don't they say that with Newton's law? Isn't it Newton's law? It's going to flow to the next person. And they're the ones that are going to create it, because what do they have different from what you have? Willpower. I don't know how to really give you guys the secret sauce to that, because it's just one of those things that you just kind of have to make happen. But somebody might have more willpower than you do. And I say this in such a way because I understand it on such a deep level. I am one of those people that had that situation happen to them. I was actually really little, thought of an idea, and literally saw it come to life. And I was distraught. I was like, I thought I was gonna be a billionaire, millionaire, whatever, came up with that idea, because ain't nobody thought about it at the age of 8, 10, 9, whatever age I was. Energy flows. Now, if you are putting your energy towards creating that idea and doing everything that you can, it will come to you. But being in this society, make sure you're protecting your idea. Do everything you can to look up on how to make a patent. I know sometimes when the energy flows to the next person, sometimes they're just lucky that they have more resources, or they have more money, or they have a team behind them where he can just write it out or whatever, and then the rest of the group can brainstorm to make it better. And you don't have all that. But I'm telling you, if you allow that energy to flow through you writing it out, you strategically putting a business plan together, you're strategically how to research and get everything together to make that product, service, whatever it is, invention, it will come to you. It will come to you. That guarantee, it will come to you, because you're using that energy to create that through your mind. It's not just created and then you give up and then it just bounces and then goes somewhere else to someone else. And that's what happens too, when not just with your mind, when I said when you speak too. That's why you can't tell everybody and their mama about your ideas or your plans or anything like that, because one, some might discourage you even more by being negative, saying, oh, you can't do that, that's not for you, what you talking about? Oh, okay, you just gonna leave us? You gonna be big and bad because you about to do this? Like, there's gonna be people who are going to put so much bad intent and manifest that it doesn't happen for you. But it takes your willpower to put that shit away, do some fruit ninja shit. Like, ain't no way y'all gonna put that negativity on me. If you don't want to hear it, I ain't telling y'all shit no more. But like I'm saying, don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody unless it's somebody that's on your team or somebody that you're using or they're helping you to get to the next level of whatever you're doing, you know? A lot of times you can't tell your family, sometimes you can't tell your friends, you know? So yeah, but just gave some little motivation here and there. But yeah, for sure, I definitely want to keep creating and allow all my energy to flow. I don't want to continue or see any of my ideas get bounced to someone else, and I'm just like, okay, gotta go back to the drawing board. Okay, gotta go back to the drawing board. Okay, I gotta go back to the drawing board. Okay, no, I want to go back to the drawing board, get what I need to do, and just do it. And not saying that I haven't, because there's been a lot of things that I have done and things have gotten out there, you know, that people have seen, and I'm actually flattered, but like I'm very humbled about it, because I don't know, I take compliments very strangely. I don't know why. There must be a reason behind that. I'm still trying to figure that out, but I should allow myself to take those compliments, and I'm working on it. I started to receive them by telling them I receive. Like when they tell me something amazing to hear about me, I'm just like, I receive. And I'm like, thank you so much. That's like my new way of just like embracing it, instead of like, oh no, like, no, you are, or whatever, like, you know, deflect it back onto somebody, you know, like I need to grasp what is given to me, because it's like a verbal gift or a spiritual gift, you know, given to me. But yeah, I've had people tell me that I inspire them, if it's from, you know, being in person, like face to face, and things that I talk about and say, or it's things that they've seen me create or done. I didn't know that I had people look at me like that. And I mean, that's amazing to hear, because that, I feel like that's like my goal. Like that's like my biggest thing, is also to inspire people and not to be afraid, you know? Like there's this one girl that I know, and I think she's just an incredible dancer. Like she's just so effortless in the way she moves. And she came to me and told me how inspiring I was to her. And I think it was just the fact of me posting any of my work that I do. And I'm like, really? I'm like, But the stuff that you have, like, girl, you need to post them. You're an amazing dancer, you know? And then she complimented me on my dancing. Girl, I'll be honest, I know I need work. I know, like, when I do freestyle and I go out and stuff like that, yeah, like, I can dance, but there's just certain moves, like, in choreography that I'm just like, you know, my body's not used to it because it's different. I haven't been working on it or whatever. That's my fault. It ain't nobody else's fault. But there's certain things I know I need to work on. And there's certain things I know that I am good at. But coming from her, I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. I was like, you don't have to give me a compliment, but I'm being honest with you. You are incredible in what you do. And yeah, I just did not know that somebody I thought was professionally impeccable, I've inspired them, you know? So that's just very heartwarming to, like, hear. And, you know, I hope I continue to do that for other people. That's, like, pretty much why I post. I mean, I also post it for myself because I love documenting. And I wish I documented more. There's been times in my thoughts, but I've stopped myself from doing it because of how other people may feel. But I admire my mom a lot too, because every time we go out or we do something, she's always taking pictures. She's always taking pictures. And sometimes I'm like, Mom, stop. Okay, Mom, we already took it. Okay, you know. And I'm not gonna lie, it be getting a little excessive, and you're just like, can I just enjoy what's going on right now without taking pictures? And that's what I am. Like, when I'm doing, like, something, like an activity, or I'm with family or whatever, like, sometimes I just like being in the moment. And I don't want to always be recording stuff. I mean, a lot of people do that now, especially at concerts, or just anything. And I'm actually happy that I love being in the moment, because I got to enjoy a lot of things that a lot of people miss, or they're like, oh, I got it on video, but I think I missed it, you know? And it's just like, but you got on video, you could always watch it again. But they not looking through with their eyes, they looking on from the phone, you know. It's a different kind of experience. But anyways, yeah, there's times where I think about stuff I did with my dad and I wanted to document them, but a lot of times he didn't like being on camera. He didn't want to be on camera. I don't know. He's like, oh, you're gonna get in trouble because if I say something or whatever, I'm gonna lose my job. And he's like, don't be putting stuff on no Facebook. And it's so funny because it's like, I wasn't even gonna put it on Facebook, but I wanted to document it for myself, you know? So whatever journey that I'm on, obviously there's been dark times, there's been times where, you know, it's good. And you know what's so funny? The times that I've made those videos that are on my YouTube were actually when I was at my lowest. Those were like low times, but I did whatever I could to pull myself out of it. Like, I was just like, I gotta do something. Like, I gotta put my mind to something, you know. I didn't invest all this time, money, energy into all the stuff that I have for me not to document stuff that I'm interested in. So definitely these are good times, like, for me. Like, it feels really good. I'm very relaxed, more relaxed than I was before. And I've let go of a lot of stuff that I burdened myself with or allowed people to burden me with. I'm so proud of myself, for sure. And yeah, you know, regardless of some of the opportunities I've been given or whatever, those weren't like my happiest moments. That's why I never brag about any of those things that I've done and, you know, people have seen me in, and I'm just kind of like, okay. And they're like, you have such an interesting life, but you're so humble. Because at those times, I'm just kind of like, I was just there. I was just there. I wasn't like, I don't know, emotionless, I guess, at the time. Just wasn't, not something to brag about. I feel like this is a moment to brag though. For me, is that I'm in a better state of mind, and I'm just excited for what the future has to hold, and this journey that I'm on, just being in the moment, enjoying people that I love and care about the most, embracing the times that I do get with them, especially with any friends, any family that I have, friends that I call my family. You know, just being more in the moment. But yeah, there's times that I did wish I documented more, and it's okay because I did get a couple things here and there, and eventually I'll put a compilation together and it'll just be something for me. I don't want to post it or anything like that, but the things I do post is things that is about my journey, things I can do to inspire people. So I hope I get to inspire you guys more on my modeling journey. I hope I inspire you guys on any of my other creative activities that I do, from doing any skits, doing any dance videos, because that's mainly what this channel is going to be about. It's just like I'm going to create like different music videos and stuff like that, just to kind of show my talent in that. I want to be able to show any art pieces that I might have. I want to show my modeling, any hobbies, because you guys know I love hiking, and I'm actually going to go hiking this coming up May with a friend, so I'll be documenting that as well. It's gonna be fun. I think it is. We'll be glamping, which is supposed to be glamorous camping, so I'm excited for that. Yeah, and my next channel is going to be more for people who come out to Vegas as tourists, and different things that you guys can do out here, from shows and attractions and any amenities that we might have, any dinner spots that we might have. And I know that there's other channels that probably have done this or whatever, because people travel and everything like that, but I've been here for a while, for a long time actually, and I want to show people the ins and outs, regardless if there's something out there. They ain't me, and y'all about to see the sauce, KueenCece's. But yeah, that's what I'm finna do. Once that actual YouTube is up, I'm definitely going to give you guys more information. I'm just going to put it out there, and you guys can take a look. If there's anybody that's from out of state, plans on visiting Vegas, definitely will give you some insights on stuff. I have one video that I do need to edit that is pertaining to it, so definitely will get that popping and probably put that out as soon as possible. But yeah, if you guys have any questions for me, you guys like want to know a little bit more about me, or want to know what's been going on, or want me to know about what's been going on with you, I'll be happy to hear it. If there's something more you guys want to see than the others, like, let me know. Like, I want everyone's feedback. I want to know that, you know, what I'm doing is making people happy and also inspiring. But at the same time, this is my channel, and I do want it to be able to be versatile and just kind of show everything that I have to offer. Because I do this for me, honestly, but you know, what's gonna keep me going and driving me when there's a time where I'm not even supportive of myself at the moment, because I might get days like that, that I could always look up to you guys and be like, you know what, there might be some people out there counting on me today to post this, so I'm gonna do that. But I want to say that I appreciate you guys for even hanging in there with me. It's a long video. I'm just being honest and vulnerable and allowing you guys to know, like, this is raw footage. Well, not all of it's gonna be raw, because some of it I'm gonna be cutting, but it's the rawest form of honesty that you're gonna get from me. Usually try to be as honest and not sugarcoat nothing, giving it to you straightforward. But yeah, I really do appreciate you guys just being here and actually sitting down and listening to this, and I hope that I motivated you in some way or gave you guys some insights on anything. I just can't wait for the rest of this journey that I'm on and this path that I'm on. I see so many big things happening. Definitely do. Your girl is going to be a firecracker. I'm manifesting that I stay true to myself all the way through, regardless of whatever position I'm in, what status I'm at, and in this lifetime, living this life. I want to live the rest of my life the best of my life, because this is the lifetime that I was given. And I'm going to be grateful for what I have, and I'm going to do whatever I can to get to the top of my goals, my ambitions, and get cracking on this willpower. Sometimes, you know, the Netflix movies be getting control of your girl, and sometimes I don't like it. But yes, thank you guys for listening to me. You guys are all kings and queens out there. You guys are both. I love all of you for even sitting here listening to everything I gotta say. It is greatly appreciated, and I hope to see you guys on my next video. Bye for now.